What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Come On Keeping It Real. Well, it's the evening, Thursday evening, matter of fact. I'm off work. It's been raining all day long, but man, it's almost Friday. One more day. Let me show you what I've been working on this evening. Woo! I've already been out here grilling. I cooked some burgers, some chicken thighs, some boneless chicken thighs, and some bacon wrapped pork chops. And they are done. So I need to get those off the grill here in a minute, right after I record this video and talk to you guys for a little while. I'm excited about the weekend. Last weekend I took off. It was Memorial Weekend, so I didn't really do any projects here around the cabin, which means that my butt needs to get back to work this weekend. So looking forward to it. Hopefully that we got all the rain that we're going to get, and it's actually going to be a nice weekend. I've been scared to look at the weather. I ain't even going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. But rain or shine, I got stuff that I need to get done. One of the things that I need to do is check this out. Look at that. It is completely full up underneath that canopy. I got my waders hanging upside down there drying. But I need to get all of that cleared out. I've been using both of the canopies for storage with all the rain and stuff that we've been having. Well, right before the memorial little party that we had here last Friday night, I cleaned out that area right there with the grilling area. So this weekend is that area. And then also, I got to deal with that. If y'all follow my main channel, Come On Homesteading, y'all seen when I actually built that. Well, the design of that, it's a real good little shed for the price. A little storage, little temporary shed, I should call it. But man, the instructions suck. They basically tell you that you need to put it all the way together and then basically take half of it apart in order to put the actual canopy over the top of it. I have no idea why it's that way, but it is that way. And so I still need to, right there at the bottom, I need to run it through the little loops with the bars, but I got to take all those bars back off, get it down. That way when it rains, it doesn't weigh down the top right there. So I need to get that done. And I also have a temporary canopy for the tractor. The tractor's not here right now. The tractor is actually at the 41.36 with Simple Life Reclaim. If y'all ain't checked them out, make sure you go subscribe to them. They also have a side channel like this where they kind of tell you the back side of what they got going out there. And they definitely got a lot going on out there. And that is Keeping It Real. Real Talk with SLR. I was keeping it real on this channel. This channel's still new. Their channel's still new. So still getting it in the old dome. Let me show you what we got right here. Still got a couple of remnants from the memorial party. But this right here is the fire pit that I showed on the video today on the main channel. If y'all ain't checked that out, make sure y'all go over there and check out that video. It was cool. We got a whole lot of big projects coming up right now. And right there's the cabin where the outdoor kitchen's going to be. I explained it a little bit more on that video. So if you ain't checked that out, go ahead and check it out. It'll kind of explain a little bit more of what I'm planning for around the cabin, which is right here by the fire pit. And this weekend, I'm going to start getting out here, getting some of these rocks and stuff up and clean up from after the party. I've been non-stop since this weekend, so I ain't had a chance to really get out here and clean up. And you constantly got to clean up and organize when you have a small space like this cabin here and not much storage, or else it will get away from you quickly. We got Eclipse out here playing. She has a good time in the evenings when the weather starts cooling down. She likes to run around and play. Chew up everything in the world. A lot of the stuff that y'all see on the ground tore up everywhere. That's from her. I tell you what, she has definitely brought a welcome, cheerfulness, playfulness to the mountain. It's just me here most of the time, so to have her running around and all happy and giving me love, it's awesome. All she does is run. I got plenty of land for her to run. And she loves it. She's a good girl. She's smart. She still has a long ways to go with training, but we work on it every day. I pick one thing and I train her on that until we get pretty comfortable with it. And then I move on to the next thing. She can fetch and bring it back to me right now. She's almost got setting completely down. And here lately, she's been acting like she wants to do the shake thing. So I've been working with her on the shake because she has a habit of when she walks up to me, she kind of puts her paw up there like that. So I went ahead and started introducing shake to her too. We're not working on it real hard now because I'm trying to teach her to sit, especially when she eats. I get her to sit right beside her food before she's allowed to kind of go and attack it, because she was kind of, you know, muscling her way in there whenever I'd feed her. And as she gets bigger, that could end up being quite the problem. Look at this pile behind me, guys. That right there is just one of 3 piles of whenever we cleared out all that land for the Starlink. So the reason why I walked over here is because if everything goes right, I'll probably be getting my tractor back at the end of the weekend, and I'm going to pick up the sawmill from Simple Life Reclaim and Country Road Cure. And I've gotten a lot of comments on my videos about, am I going to use the logs that I cut down around the cabin for the Starlink and stuff? And the answer is yes. I'm absolutely going to use it. I don't have my own sawmill right now, and that one's not a huge one. I think it's one of the Harbor Freight ones, but it will do up to 10 foot, which will allow me to mill the wood that I need for the wraparound porches. Not necessarily the trusses, because the porch itself is going to be about 12 foot wide, so I won't be able to make those trusses long enough. The little stringers that I'm going to run across there, might end up having to buy those. But I will be able to build the headers and the columns and stuff for the porch all the way around. Let me show you. So I have all of this stacked up right now. Plus I got some more that's still down the hill that I need to chop up and bring up. I do have some spray paint that I'm going to flush cut it. Spray paint the ends for the ones that I'm not going to get to right away to help keep from rotting. I also have a scraper and stuff to scrape some of the ones that's going to be a little while before I get to. I'm probably going to saw them right there with the bark on them. I really don't have time to kind of debark them before I saw them. Just might have to buy a couple extra blades. But right now, time is money. And I got a lot to do before I got to turn back that sawmill to them. I want to get everything done that I need to mill before this summer. That way they can have access to it this summer, because they got some plans too. I'm not going to spill their beans, but they will be needing it by this summer. So that's what we got with that. Let's see what else. What should we show them, Eclipse? Oh, let me show y'all this. This right here is what I mean about I still got plenty of logs down the hill. I don't know if the camera's going to show how steep this hill is right here, but started working on digging out that. Still got some logs there, and I still got some stuff piled up over there. Ooh, that sun is bright. So yeah, I still got a lot of work ahead of me. I'm not going to be able to work on the fire pit area this weekend. I actually need the tractor back in order to kind of start with that, but I knew that before I took the tractor over there. That's why I went ahead and did this area right here. I wanted this area complete and able to function for the memorial party that we had over here, and I got that accomplished. Now my top concern is making sure that Simple Life Reclaim can get everything done that they need to get done, so we can get those guys in the basement. I'm excited for them. They're killing it. They're working their butt off over there, and they are this close to getting in that basement and being able to get out the camper, which is going to be a game changer for those guys. And also, I don't think I said this earlier in one of my other videos I put on here. I also went to a barbecue on Memorial Day with a Country Road Cure over there at the 41.36. Anthony is a retired veteran from the military, and he invited me over there, and I tell you what, I wouldn't miss it. I appreciate his service and all other servicemen and women's sacrifices and stuff that they made, because I can't live this lifestyle without people like that. And it is greatly appreciated by me, and it should be greatly appreciated by everybody. But I can't wait for the weekend. I'm excited. I got some rest last night, much needed rest, because I was running on hardly any sleep last night in my live, or it would actually be 2 nights by the time y'all see this in my live, and I was dragging. So a good night's sleep. Work was busy today, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, I had a lot of odds and ends stuff that I needed to do because I had so many meetings the day before that I kind of got behind a little bit on the day-to-day work. So I got all that caught up today, drove home in the rain, and then came straight home, started grilling. I'm still working on getting the place cleaned up from the little get-together I had this weekend. And that way I can kind of start back with zero and keep this project moving. Because I'm going to try to be as productive as I can. I only have really like 2 days that I can actually work full days a week because I work full-time as an IT manager. So I have to be as productive as I can on the weekends. And with Mother Nature and just life in general, sometimes that's challenging. And I don't always get to utilize those days. I do stuff every day after work. It might not necessarily be as far as the cabin build goes, but it might be editing. It might be filming, B-roll, stuff like that. Or try to do little small projects that I can do before it gets dark. So speaking of that, it's getting pretty close to dark now. The sun is starting to set, as you can see behind me. Can't even see it no more. It's behind the trees. It's honestly one of my favorite times of the day. It starts cooling down a little bit. And I don't know if it shows through, but it is just gorgeous kind of seeing that sun and stuff over there, which is why I live this life. I live this life back here secluded like I am because, as y'all can hear in the background, I got birds chirping. Listen. That's awesome. That's why I love it. It's peaceful. I can run around here butt booty naked if I want to. It doesn't matter. So I love that. And with Eclipse here, it gives me a little bit of companionship. She keeps me laughing and smiling all the time. Or aggravated, be honest with you, with all the chewing. She's on a kick right now where she's figured out in my clean laundry basket, she's figured out that she can climb up in there and steal my socks. So she's been a little sock monster here lately. And I tried to explain to her, that title's already taken. There's already a thing called the sock monster. I don't need 2 of them. So, but I think we're going to get off. She's still wide open, running around playing. You want to say bye to everybody? Tell them bye. Let's get it close. Oh, nope, she's gone. All right, guys, until we see each other again, keep it real.